that is, man, that's so important. But, it's interesting that when you consider, where you built your career and built a lot of your learning was because you were actually in the environment. It's interesting that, within RAIN, within the community, it's really about environment and like-minded individuals and, putting yourself in a community of those kinds of conversations. Now, not everybody aligns and not everybody's at the same level, but just fundamentally, is to shine a light on the fact of how important environment is, as well as community. And when I think about how you shared your story about what was going on in the Caymans, that's what you had created. And whether you created it or not, I say you created it because it manifests only because you can step into it. And lots of people would have the same opportunity and been intimidated by it and not gone in. They would have walked away from it. And so part of the superpower is being able to be willing to step into that environment, knowing that you're going to be challenged and seeing the opportunities that will exist in it. So I think that's very, very cool. And it is interesting, right? When you have a big heart and you want to support others and you do find yourself in environments and in situations which, why did I do this? And then you have to back out of those kind of energy leaks that we create for ourselves, right? And but I think it's such an important message is that, put yourself in the right environment and you have no choice but to up your game. It's like, you want to be a great golfer, go golf with 3 other people or 2 other people, whatever the circumstances, that are way better than you. And you will, in fact, up your game. And that's just the nature of the environment and who you're surrounding yourself with.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. You can't emphasize that too much ever. And even whether it's skills or mentality. And I just think that being around other positive people, not that everyone has to be happy all the time, but you really, when you surround yourself with others that lift you up, then you really go places a lot faster than when you end up being in a group that really doesn't support you in the direction that you want to go.
Well, I think and I think there's something that you just said there, which is, it's not always about being happy. You can be happy having a lot of challenges. It doesn't mean that you're unhappy. It's just, this is a phase that you go through with these challenges. And I think that some people are happy having those challenges, although it might not seem that way. That's part of the growth. That's where the growth lives, is in those challenges. And so, it's an interesting, but you said it's, not only the skills, it's the mentality. And, if you don't have the skills, then you better bring some mentality of openness and a willingness to, up your game and to learn and to grow and to actually gain those skills that you might be missing. And that's a big part of it, I believe anyway. So we got off on a little bit of a tangent, but I think it's just an important insight to share.